Hey everybody, Jim, also known as Foul on the Run, back again. More Ogre Battle 64. I'm in a hurry. Let's get into it. So last time we cleared out Mount Cariolith, and if we don't go to Azur Plains, it will close. It'll close. So we're going to Azur Plains. If nothing else, it's a chance for us to farm some experience, which we obviously badly need because we were way behind last time. Visitors from the west. The only thing west of here is Lotus. Here's the plan. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. Everyone, listen carefully. Now, let's get started. Ramella in the east will be our headquarters for this operation. Man, you are surrounded. Fort Neustreen will be our destination. It's located a day northwest of Ramella. We must capture the fort and secure the road to Castle Talpa. Our reconnaissance indicates that many air units are approaching from the western side of the Azur Plains. I was expecting them to simply march southward from Castle Talpa. Something's fishy. This may be... No, I shouldn't make unfounded speculations, but be careful. So, the river's the obvious physical feature that's going to control the flow of battle. There are two crossings, west and north, which is kind of good. That means that we only have to worry about that, assuming there are no air units. There'll be an air unit. There's no neutral cities, which is great. I love not having to worry about neutral cities. So we have this city to the south of us. Obviously, if we don't deal with it, they'll be able to use it as a staging area on my side of the river. If we do go and capture it, we'll have to be extra careful about air units going to take it. So probably what I'll do is end up posting somebody up on there that can do a pretty fair job of holding it, like maybe Dio, maybe even Isom. We'll see. Otherwise, there's another feature about this that's actually a little difficult to deal with. Both bridges are defended on the far side by a city, which they probably have units on them, which means every time I cross the river, I'm going to have to fight with the river right at my back. So when I go, I need to be ready to go to stay. I need to be ready to win the fight and take the position. So I guess we'll see how that goes. We'll send out a couple of scouts immediately so that we can figure out what's going to try to block our crossing. Do you understand? Then let's go. Hugo, why do you act like you're the general? So there's one difference between last time and this time, and that is that I broke up the special characters group. I've got Aisha with a Platinum Dragon, Ladle, and Vad in one group. I'd kind of like to level them. I'd kind of like to do that. So I'm going to deploy them this time. And Saradin, who was formerly in that group, is now with Aznabel. So I was getting a little frustrated last time because although I really like playing with the witch, she's had some really key disables since we started using her. But she doesn't have the ability to finish. And when you're fielding pumpkins, whose ability is to fraction the enemy's health, you got to be able to apply damage, especially to the back line. My two new stone golems. I think we might leave them at home. And maybe we take Redcliffe out for a spin. And I shouldn't be able to deploy anymore. Okay, let's quickly scope out. Well, okay, there's a unit. We'll scope out the cities. Drumheller. A mid-high alignment. A high alignment. A high alignment. Okay. A very low alignment. That one will have to be Lunas. A high alignment. Wow. And a mid-high alignment. Okay, so it's all mid-high, very high, or very low. There's like one very low. So, let's take a look at this unit here. Nash. Why? Why would you put a worm in the back? Weird. So that's not too scary of a unit. What we'll do is we'll take... Oh, what was the alignment? It was high, wasn't it? Or is it mid-high? Mid-high. We'll take Dio. We'll take Woody, because we know his alignment is pretty much right there. And we'll send Dio. Dio's going to be the one to stay, which means for a while he's going to be sitting the battle out. Both of these other places, both of them require a high alignment unit. We'll send Shirley north. Shirley has upgraded to a priest, by the way. And we'll send Leia to the west, just as scouts. If possible, I'll pull their units off of the cities and have them come on my side. That'll be great. Okay, so here's something we haven't seen before. We have not seen a character of this class before. His class is Knight Templar, and we have no information on him. He's got a couple of Dragon Masters. I think they both get 2 attacks in the mid-rank, so that'll be 4 strikes plus whatever the Templar does, plus 4 spells. So that's a pretty solid group, actually. Quite solid. Since we have him coming in, let's go ahead and send someone to counter him. We'll send Isom. We'll send... who else? Who can go? Linus? It kind of depends on what sort of sword the guy has. If he has a holy sword, it'll be harder for Linus to deal with him. So maybe let's send Asnabel. I still need to overlevel most of my chaotic alignment units. Okay, and it looks like there's another Knight Templar here in the north, Mario. It's a me, Mario. And they have 2 witches, which is surely annoying, but not really scary. We didn't deploy Katrata this time. So that would be obviously a good match against the stun of those witches. But, nah. Oh well, we're fine. Another Knight Templar headed that way. 4 healing items, 2 fatigue items. He has 2 paladins and himself in the middle, and 2 archers in the back. That's a strong unit. They've got at least 10 attacks plus whatever the Templar does. So very strong indeed. Based on this, I'm going to go ahead and send Redcliffe back. I don't like it, but I'm sending him back. I'm bringing out Katrata. I need somebody with some severe tanking power right now. Alright, likely Dio or Woody hits the Knight Templar here. And, oh wow. Okay, 3 flying units just popped up. They are hitting us hard right from the start. I finally found you, fools who dare defy our God's will. Okay. Dio's like, huh, tell you what, let's just take that guy out. Ah, that was the important one. The magic damage on his sword was the important one. He does have a normal type sword though, so Linus is cleared to come in and KO this group if I feel like it. Come on, Dio. There we go. Yeah, I would have been very close to getting rid of this unit if Dio had connected with his first hit. Oh well. I've handled their damage okay. I've got about a third off of all 3 of my frontliners, which is not great. Not great. But their leader is weak. If he has a heal item, we're going to hear it here in just a second. That much is obvious. Oh, ha, 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 ha. I guess not. So we're targeting leader. Yeah, we'll target leader for sure. I think Woody can probably finish him by himself, but... What you got there, Woody? Ha! My man, that worm, even blocking spells. They're serious dodge tanks. Oh, you died. Oh. Yes. So, obviously, Woody's group is never going to have a lot of sustain, but they're starting to realize their damage output. The kind of damage output that they're going to need to be contenders going on into the game. And that turned out quite nicely. Turned out quite nicely indeed. So I think we go ahead and cancel the southern attack for the moment. Just so these guys can heal up. And let's take a look at all these air units coming in. 4 air units coming in, assuming there's nothing in the south. So yeah, it's great that we don't have any neutral cities to have to try to cover. Let's see, Dan. Dan is the chicken man. Okay, good unit. It's a unit with good damage output. The fact that the leader is in the middle back is not necessarily a problem because it'll help spread damage. Obviously, I'm going to focus on it, but I've deployed units with that formation before. Here's another one that's a full unit. Like, it's not short. Nobody's misplaced. Leader is exposed, so that'll be good. That one is not optimal. That other worm should be in the front. And this one is suboptimal. So the north flank of this wave is going to be the tough one. We'll go ahead and take a look at the phalanx here. That's a throwaway unit. That's just a throwaway unit. So I tell you what, I'm trying to figure the timing here. I think maybe Katreda goes ahead and pushes across the river. Maybe. I don't want her to end up getting stuck somewhere and taking too much damage, especially if one of those Templars has too much, has a magic weapon that's going to cause problems. Block. Okay, not bad. Yeah, we're doing a fair job of receiving their attacks. Yeah, their attacks are not that strong. So, wow. If I could spread my damage out a little bit more, I might even have been able to wipe that, but turned out pretty well as it was. There's his healing item. And there's Leia's side attack. What? Luckily, it won't matter. It's not going to matter. It's impossible to do combination abilities if your ally unit is in a different rank, like in a different forward or backwards rank in your formation. So there's no way I'm getting combo attacks this time. That can't happen. Pathetic. Another side attack. Good stuff. Power fruit. Yay! The worst drop. Alright, get Leia back for some healing. I'm still unsure about this Katreda thing. I think I'm just going to let Katreda post here. I think we can use this to, hopefully, kill the Templar as soon as it crosses the river. That'll be great. Let's see, who else can we send out? Rebecca. Rebecca needs to get out there. She needs to get something going. Okay. And let's have, tell you what, let's have Aisha try to intercept one of these air units. That way she can get blooded. Isom and Aznabel need to stack. They need to stack right there. Yep. Stack up. That way we can stack attack somebody if they decide to come right at me. They might do that. Kind of depends on what their AI is set to. Okay, looks like it'll be Aisha. They might be doing a stack attack on me on the North Bridge. So we can apply a good bit of our damage to the leader, but we'll see. Not all of it. Vad's the man. The dragon is not. That Platinum D needs to learn. He needs to take some lessons from Vad. And in case you're wondering, yeah, we can put Vad in the back line and have him do his Fatal Dance attack, which is a lot of damage. He might even do it twice. I don't remember. If he does it twice, I may have to alter this unit just to get him there. Aisha's a priest, so her healing is AoE. Very useful. Very useful indeed. They won. Yeah, that's fine. If they have a heal item, they will be able to mitigate a lot of that damage, but they did virtually nothing to me. Yeah. They did virtually nothing to me. Nothing for me to be scared about. So how about we have Isom and Aznabel try to jump this guy. Apparently he thinks he can just glide right past me. Ha! Ha ha ha. The funny thing is it didn't make their formation any worse. Oh yeah, Isom. He's got 2 paladins in his group now. Yeah, this group is going to be a powerhouse going forward. Once we get that archer up to a Diana. And I've got 2 more sword strikes in this group. I might be able to take both worms. And obviously once we get that cleric upgraded to a priest and I start getting AoE heals, the sustain is going to be off the charts too. So I'm going to post Isom up and I'm going to let Aznabel do the chasing here. Although I'm going to send him south to try to grab this one. Who's next? Rebecca. This will be a bit of a probing attack. Ouch. Yeah, she's going to need healing after this fight. Go ahead and take leader. Let's see what we can do. Alright. Not awesome. Just alright. After I apply my second dragon attacks, I'm going to run. There's no reason for me to continue taking all that damage. See, at this point right here, I've done all of my attacks from all of my units, but they want to apply 4 more magic sword strikes to me. And 2 more arrow attacks, plus whatever that Knight Templar is thinking. I'm not interested. Nah, peace. I'm out of here. Looks like he didn't have any healing items. Oh, too bad for you. So let's see. Is Aisha going to be able to catch that? We'll see. We're going to have some of these air units get past my pickets and get to the headquarters. I've got like 3-4 units in the headquarters, so it'll be fine. Oh yeah, leader. Okay. Double tech should finish him. If he blocks it, it'll be really close. Really close. No, it won't. Okay. Wow, they're doing 30 each? Really? Yeah, I'll go ahead and assign all of my attacks. Another AoE healing surely has classed up. There we go. And we run. Who won? You tell me. I call it a tactical retreat. Oh, and stack attack. So, this is not as horrible as it looks. It's bad. It's not as horrible as it looks. They're not going to get any damage to speak of done. But those paladins are going to heal. So it's kind of like having 2 clerics in the group. They're not going to have much damage output, but they're going to have a lot of healing potential. So finishing it's going to be irritating. And there will always be the option that they could turn around or turn to the side and cause me to fight them from a different angle, and then the paladins come into play again. Like attacking from the side means one of the paladins attacks and the other one heals. So, that's not such a good outcome. Let's see here. It was Shirley? Okay. Shirley, how about you switch to this one? I'm going to try to push that platinum dragon up. No, you know what? Shirley, go ahead and go home. We're still trying to push certain units' experience up, not just the ones that we feel like need leveling. So, Woody, have you had a chance to heal? Yeah, okay, we'll let him take anything that comes close. And that's most of our negative aligned units. Is there anybody here we just don't feel like using at the moment? How's Rebecca? She's not even back on the base yet. Dio? Tell you what, we're going to retreat Dio. Because I do want to get Redcliffe out here. He definitely needs to be leveling. I haven't used him in like 2 scenarios. So he definitely needs to get in there and level. Side attack. So let's just go after whoever's weakest. Killing the leader is not feasible. Applying a lot of damage and consuming 1 or even 2 of their healing items, totally feasible. Entirely. 53 healing. She can mitigate 100 damage every fight. Good stuff. Keep going. Vad the Impaler, impaling people with his claws. So that went really well for me. Obviously, partly because Aisha's a baller healer. Nah, they're leaving. Okay. Leave then, runner. Aznabel. Good, because I didn't target the enemy unit with him. I just said, go that way. You'll get there. Go that way. Interesting thing about this group is I've always kind of used it as a frontline physical damage group, largely because of the flame flail. But with the pumpkins and Ceridan, it suddenly becomes a backline killer group. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see. I'm really hoping that... Come on, man. I'm really hoping that Aznabel and this other Berserker are going to be able to promote after this to Black Knight. That'll be fantastic. So they do a great job here. They take some damage, of course, but they deal out a bunch of it. So let's have Aznabel switch formation. Nah, we'll send him back to heal. We're not going to worry about cleaning that up yet. It's not a good idea for anybody to get isolated with all of these units running around. So it looks like 2 of the air units still insist on coming at me. With that being the case, I'm going to go ahead and punch them wherever possible. Let's get Redcliffe. I don't think we have any grounds. The ground skull is up there, isn't it? Yeah. We'll go ahead and have him post down here near Ison. And if we produce any other skulls, we'll try to get Redcliffe to go after it. Alright, Aznabel. Lock onto that unit. It's your next target, buddy. Since he is going back into combat, I will switch out his formation. Spread that one to the side. Move that one forward. There. Now all my damage stuff is in less vulnerable positions. Ha! Who do you think's gonna win? Your worms or my wyverns? Oh, baby. Well, okay, you got a crit on me, but then I got a dodge. Yeah, I'm winning the damage output war. Although he did get a very nice crit on my dude. If he critted him again there, that would have sucked. But it also would have turned my dude's attack into a fireball, which would have been kind of cool. So Woody needs a heal. That's fine. He only got 13 experience there. That means he's about to get over leveled, but he's not quite there yet. And we'll take Rudcliffe. Where is he? Well, okay. Here we go. Yep. Okay, I was wondering if he was going to get any damage out. But he's not going to survive. Ugh, even with that. Even with blocking my spell. No. Nope. So they're on the verge of getting overleveled too. That's good. That's where I want them to be in terms of their experience. Carrie Kayan, hey. That's a very good wizard stat. So let's have, is that Rudcliffe? Okay. Let's have Rudcliffe go finish this skull. And hopefully it doesn't wander too far while we're waiting for that. I really wanted to attack across the river from Isom while all these people were fooling around, but it didn't turn out that way. It just didn't turn out that way. We still had 2 air units loose. I'm not going to feel bad about being careful with my soldiers. The cost of losing troops in this game is fairly high. It's fairly high. The money is usually enough to pay for a class up for a character. And if you keep doing it, there's some of the higher end items that you're going to have a lot of trouble buying. So I don't regret being careful. I just dislike how much it slows down the pace of clearing out a map. Almost. That was a lot of experience. About 40. Here we go. And I do need to field pause here. I don't think I locked him onto the unit, but well, maybe I did. But he's kind of borderline getting into a side attack here. Ah, I'm coughing today. Pop, no treasure. Alright, we're at a serious lull. So let's go ahead and handle that location in the south. We'll send Rebecca if she's ready. Yeah. The alignment was middling, which I think needed to be Woody. Make sure Woody is still a middling alignment character. They're tipping into positive alignment. That's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Unacceptable. Woody, you're a bad person, okay? A bad person. Stop trying to be so good. Okay, while we've got this attack heading south, we're going to go ahead and cross the West River at the same time. Once these 3, 4, whatever units get down to Isom, we'll have him go over also. That should give us all the firepower we need to clear that place out. And it'll stop that air unit from sitting there and staging on it and coming back at me over and over. Thunder arrow. Okay damage. It's the kind of damage that's not bad unless it's allowed to accumulate. Unless it's allowed to accumulate over several fights. Like in a unit that doesn't have sustain, like Rebecca's. So, it'll be fine so long as it doesn't continue. Woody, go ahead and grab that. Once Woody is no longer in the neutral, especially neutral high range, we're going to have to find somebody else to take these neutral cities. Okay, hopefully. Nope, no more hoping. That dragon's dead. As long as the wyvern's dead. As long as the other wyvern doesn't dodge, he's gone too. Wow, nice crit. There it is. There it is. So we'll switch the formation around a bit. 25 ahead. Pretty good. Pretty good. We'll switch the formation around a bit. We'll switch the dragons. We'll switch Rebecca to the other side. And the only reason is... No, we won't do that. I was going to say, it allows me to spread the damage to a less damaged character. I was thinking this guy was going to run, but it doesn't look like he will. So yeah, I am going to switch the formation. Alright, we can't really hit leader. We'll go weakest. Going to be making a lot of use of paws today. Healing Plus. Healing Plus is better on the Platinum Dragon than the old heal was. For the backline, it's way better. It will always heal at least 2 of them. Might get a chance to see that here in a second. Now, she goes after the front. They seem to prioritize lowest hit point percentage units. Except leaders get a little bit weighted above that. Okay. Yes, we're going to switch Rebecca's formation. Switch here, 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 here. And if I'm wrong and the guy turns around, it won't hurt. Rebecca? Oh, Aznabel's first. So in this case, do we target leader? The answer is no. Because although we can get our physical strikes on him, we can't get the pumpkins or the spells on him. It's a lot more valuable for us to do massive damage with our pumpkins and then finishers with spells. And because, dude, people are blocking your spells all the time. All the time. What's wrong with you, man? Try to pick up the pace a little, Sarah. You gotta get 1 kill out of that. Got 2. Yes. Good. Finally. Area spells are sometimes not as strong at damaging a single target as you would expect. But the fact that they can hit multiple targets, in a way, makes them like multiple actions. So, with the number of actions that you get being so small, multiple actions is a very strong factor. Rebecca cleared that one. I'm going to go ahead and send her over this way. I don't think she's going to clear that, but whatever. Isom is supposed to be crossing the river. We'll go ahead and send him too. Aznabel, despite not having sustain, is just busting his way through here. This is an interesting challenge here. I think we still target weakest, even though these backliners are really good at blocking spells. And they have low hit points, which means cutting their hits in half is not as effective as it would be against a different target. But again, I can't target the leader with it. If I target leader, they're going to do that either way. So I might as well have my... Oh, no. I might as well have my physical attacks landing where a weak enemy can be taken out. 2 kills? Almost. Yeah, I can't blame Saradin for that. Those guys are great at blocking. Even spells. So who won? I think it's me. Because even against a fairy, hitting them for half their life is 40 damage. That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay. Aisha. I don't know what her alignment is. Is it middling? No, it's pretty lawful. That's middling. Fairly lawful. She might not actually be able to liberate that. So instead, let's have Aisha go after that unit. Montana? No. Killick. We'll have Aznabel post here. And yeah, Shirley will take the city. Isom, pause for a second. Let her get ahead. Okay, Isom. Head in there. And Rebecca should be able to jump on this city in the south now also. So we're finally liberating a city. All this time we haven't even liberated a city yet. East over the Azur Plains is Castle Talpa. Don't go there. Don't fight the Western Division and Prince Yumo. I agree the aristocrats suck, but it's even more wrong to fight Prince Yumo. You're not supposed to be fighting him, right? He's so handsome, so dreamy. He's such a sweet boy. It does say a lot that everybody thinks highly of Prince Yumo. Okay, Aznabel. You can jump on the city now too. Liberated. Alright, so Shirley. Green Shirley. I'm still used to seeing her as blue. Green Shirley, tell me what we got. Fort Neusteren guards this border. It's been abandoned since Lotus subjugated Palatinus. Who would attack us? Comma Splice. Learn your grammar, barkeep. It's not like a barkeep ever did something like win a U.S. House of Representatives seat or something. All right, let's just go. I think she can handle it personally, but we'll send somebody as backup. Probably Linus, actually, because that dude had a mundane sword and a mundane group, so I don't think he's going to be a problem. Meanwhile, we got people running through the mountains, chasing down fleeing phalanxes. What in the world? So let's just go weakest. We'll go weakest. Also, thank goodness Katreda's on the right-hand side. She's going to take spell damage, but she won't get stunned, which means I get to keep my sustain. And frankly, she's going to heal it all off. Bingo. So, the left-hand side, the witches are they are damage sponges, and that's it. And they might dodge tank a little. But, Katreda is soaking the magic damage and mitigating that. There's a miss. Yeah, but those sorceresses they're not going to make it. I'm sorry, but the attractive sorceresses are not going to make it. They're going to be smashed to death by rock monsters. Aisha gets her prey. And, oh, absolutely. Yeah, set that on weakest, please. There we go. Come on, Vad. Your whole thing is being able to hit, so you need to be able to hit. I kind of pursued this guy just to keep him from getting away, but honestly, this should be saved for some other group to level with, or over level with. So I'm going to send Aisha back to the staging city. This guy will escape, as long as he doesn't retreat from the battlefield. Wow, that's a lot. 68 on that dragon. As long as he doesn't retreat from the battlefield, he'll come back by himself and just feed himself to one of my other units. Meanwhile, Montana is dead. You're dead, Montana. You're dead. Alright, so let's go ahead and get Rebecca to... Tell you what, we'll fatigue trick it. It's got 3 healing items. Not gonna matter. Not gonna matter. We'll send Rebecca as soon as that unit tents up. as soon as it pitches a tent. Did they use a healing item? Did they use a healing item on that witch? No, because the witch didn't take as much damage as the muse. Am I wrong? Did I lose the fight and have to re-engage? Man, I should have paid more attention. Whenever I have a fight where I am sustaining just fine through it, I really tend not to pay that much attention. So we'll see. I want to see where I end up as far as damage and how long it'll take me to get back there. I have the river behind me, but maybe I retreated across it. That kind of 1 in a million shot of retreating across the river. Nope, I won that one. Yeah, if I had had to retreat, I think Linus would have been closer up. Okay, good. A wild stone golem. First of all, you're mocking the sacrifices I had to make to get a stone golem in my party. Okay, those cockatrices were terrifying. Also, I don't need you. Probably should have tried to kill it. Probably should have. Katrina liberated. What a good girl you are, Katrina. Alright. Give me some lore. Did you see a guy with wings? He proposed to me. He said he'd come back for me in 3 years. And he wanted to fly around the world for a honeymoon. Oh, I can't wait. Yeah. So she's talking about a special chickenman character who we're not going to recruit. Just not going to. So he's only backing off. Interesting. Ah, Rebecca. So I need to immediately get the units that I want to overlevel into a position to do that. So Rudcliffe, head up to the north. Yep, get up there. The north is a little bit weak. Here's something I haven't done. Where are my... Oh, my shop's my headquarters. Leia, go shopping. Armit, Arquan, Thunder Spear. Actually have some of those. Spellbook, Buckler, Magician's Robe. What? Balder Mail. I don't have any Balder Mail. I think that's for cataphracts, but it might also be for muses. I'm not sure. Okay, so anyway, I got some Balder Mail. I'm happy about it. Really, really happy. Are you ready for some Thunder D? Ah, it was too much to hope for. How can all three of you be targeting different stuff? Pathetic. Pathetic. So wherever they retreat to is their new set point. If that's right on the river, ugh. It's going to be an enormous pain. Nope. Okay, right there. Stay. Okay, don't stay. Don't stay. Looks like they used a healing item. Little bit closer. We'll go just close enough that they start to... There. Yep. That'll fatigue them up again. So, did they dump their fatigue? No, it looks like they had a healing item. Don't do it, man. Don't go over that water. Okay, Rudcliffe. From what I remember, this was 2 paladins and 2 archers. Actually, Rudcliffe has a really good ability to deal with this. He's got a witch, which should be able to paralyze one of those paladins and stop the healing. Hopefully. Very hopefully. Plus, my hound will do a great job of applying damage to the front line. his damage actually should accumulate over time. So here's to hoping that happens. Just for this fight, I might stick the witch in the middle rank for the chance that she could end up paralyzing multiple different targets. But that would make her a target of those archers too, so they're good dodge tanks, but to be a good dodge tank, you gotta dodge. And sometimes you don't. Dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge. I think, is that right? Is that dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge? Not bad. Okay, we cancel one heal. It's accumulating. Their damage is accumulating on me. So until I clear one of their characters, I haven't gained anything. Good. Do I have another wolf? Nope. Okay. So I feel like we should get a kill. And maybe two. Oh, thank goodness. I thought that was going to be a side attack. They popped an item. So I may want to end up running from this once I've applied most of my damage. I may cancel the hound's last attack to be able to retreat. Ah. Yeah, let's back off. Let's back off. So, it looks like we consumed one of their heal items by doing that. Good. That gives us what we need. And if Redcliffe has to fight them, 9 or 10 times, well, that's 9 or 10 experience. Because you always get at least 1 experience. I'm not going to regret that. Rebecca. How's your target? Oh, it's ready to go. Alright. Go get him. And right here, I think it's going to be Aznabel. We'll send Aznabel to grab that. They both need to get started so they can hit them while they're sleeping. This one hopefully doesn't get pushed any closer to the enemy headquarters. In fact, let's try putting him like right here and then hitting the unit. We haven't had good luck with angles of retreat, like ever. So who knows? Who knows? This might work out great for us, or it might be just garbage. Good. Got a kill. Oh, dude. I guess they're all equally weak to your attacks. Sure, fine. Whatever. So where does that one go? Okay, good. Yeah. That should be a location I can get to. Might be able to finish them next fight too. Kind of depends on how they lay out their attacks. This phalanx is coming back. Whatever. It's just him. Aznabel can deal with it. 2 new units. What? So look at his items down next to his flag icon at the bottom. There's only 4. The carrying capacity of your squad, of your unit, depends on how many people you have in it. Okay. Oh, okay. Whatever. Scott. See, like this one can carry 10? Wow. Oh. Well, how many attacks is that? 4 plus 6. 6 and 2 spells. That's not that impressive. If they put either of the Voltons in the front and the other in the back, they would gain 2 more attacks. They just decided to make it weird for some reason. Oh yeah, that's a clear. Even if he blocks the pumpkin smashes and the spells, that should be enough to kill. So he could block everything and he'd die. Claymore. Okay, so let's have Aznabel go ahead and take out this dummy Killick while we're at it. Killick is... I must reassume my post. That city was my post. I have to get back there. You're dead. You walked right past one of my armies out there killing your people. And you got killed. Smack. So you got 6 health to try to block this spell with. Didn't go that well. And Aznabel's alignment is going down with each fight now. So he should be at the point where he's a bit over leveled and able to push his alignment down with fights. So that's good. That's very good. Hopefully Rebecca will be there soon. After pushing down their alignment a bit and maybe a level or two, these guys should be about ready to progress to their next form. To their final form, in fact. You're on the wall. You're on the wall. Their alignment didn't shift, am I right or am I wrong? We'll see. Oh, a healing item. Oh, okay. Yeah, we can do that much. If he doesn't block. Ha! Oh, man. So there may have been a little balancing going on there. Down and up. But yeah, it looks like they're borderline getting ready to drop their alignment too. So that's good. So we will send her up here to the staging city. We will send Woody to the staging city. Wait a minute. Go ahead and have her check here for treasure first. And while we're out looking for treasure, we'll have Leia come over here. Check this beach over here. And Woody can check this forest. Sometimes they stick items in a forest. Yeah, whatever. Okay, Redcliffe. Good to go. So go. This dude is coming back. Which one is he? Oh, he was the one that was sitting on the city. The one with the mundane weapon and all that. I may have Katreda go against him again just for the fun of sending her against him over and over. Good. Very good. Very good. So far, I'm doing a fine job of taking the damage. So they heal. They didn't mitigate all of the damage yet. Some of it is sticking. They've only got 1 more heal, and I've got at least 3 more attacks. There's 1. There we go. Yep, so that turned out pretty well. And they'll undo a bunch of it at the beginning of the next turn. It's like I said earlier. It's just going to be a pain to try to punch through all the healing to finish it off. They're not really that dangerous to me at all. But without my own form of sustain, their damage is just going to accumulate. So they get 1 more heal this fight. Either one of these is weak enough to get killed. There we go. That was the tipping point. That was the tipping point. Oh, a crit. Ha. Yeah, that's not going to work out too well for you. Wow. A ton of experience. They're getting about 25 each. That's not too bad. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. That's about appropriate. Get him. Come on, man. Turning like that. What are you doing to me? It's all going to be on the wolf. However, the healer will get stunned. Hopefully I'll act first. Good. No heals. Or at least -1 heal. This dude will heal himself. Yeah, that's right. You are still at full. Good job, I guess. Paralyze. That paralyze might have seemed useless, but it made it so he could not block. He had no chance to block. We'll see what happens. Same angle. I probably won't pause after this one, just because I don't really prefer a side attack. Well, actually, he's incapable of damage at this angle. So yeah, let's try to lock him in at this angle. On this side and from behind, he does heals. My paralyzed will cancel them. You know what? It's a moot point. He's dead. He's a dead man. He's a dead man. 22 experience for that. That's less than I expected. Frankly, that's less than I expected. Alright, we don't see any more air units around. There may be some. We don't see them. So we can afford to be a little bit more aggressive, which is nice. I think I've been pretty aggressive so far, but we can be a little more aggressive. If Redcliffe is healed, nah, let's let Katreda go against this, because the stuns in there will be extremely annoying for anybody else. So Katreda, you and your special stone golems. Yeah, Katreda is uniquely good at mitigating this. A magic user to accept all the magic attacks, and a golem to completely neutralize the stat hits. I could tell them to hit the leader. They would kill him eventually. Eventually. Isom would kill him too. What is that? 8 magic sword strikes against him? That would kill him. Assuming the witches didn't cancel it somehow. Your attacks have all been mitigated. Oh, you're going home, huh? Oh. What? He's trying to go to my home. He's trying to go to my headquarters. Okay. All right, we got this. We got this. We got this. Dummy. Okay. So, a back attack means that guy's in the front row. Oh, no. Okay, I gotta switch Katreda around. Their witches now have a purpose. They're now capable of accomplishing anything. But yeah, I'll switch Katreda to the other side. And this is a much worse outcome for them, because they gain 1 sword strike, which is nothing to my golems. She woke up. But they lose a spell, and they lose a stun. I think they lose a stun. So, yeah. This is a much worse formation for them. What they gained is useless, and what they lost was the best thing they had. Alright. If they switch they're facing all of a sudden, and I'm fighting them from the side, that'll be extremely irritating. Very much irritating. I guess they don't have any healing items left. I think they would have used it on that 44 Siren. Hard to say. Hard to say. Yeah, I mean, they've only got 3 characters in their unit that are capable of damage. You can't say they're doing a complete trash job of dealing damage, but they're not doing an effective job. I mean, I think any of my units would have dealt with this. In fact, even with the witches there causing problems, I think any unit would have dealt with them. So maybe I run from this. It's not an intimidating group. Maybe I'd let Redcliffe feed them to his wolf. The thing is, I don't know if I can retreat before killing 2 of their people. Oh, I can just target leader. There we go. Now, he has some solid defense. Actually, he has some solid defense. So, nope, he still can't out-damage me. He's only got 2 damaging characters and 3 moves. So, yeah. We'll run. We'll let Redcliffe come clean up. Ooh, you win. Okay, Redcliffe. Yes. Show Mario what's going on. Another Claymore. Bracer of Protection. That's probably Vitality? Something like that. I actually used one of the stat up items after last video to make one of my characters qualify for a class. So, as much as I've been bad talking them, it actually worked. It actually made me capable of doing something with that group. You're gonna die, Knight Templar. You're gonna die. It kind of needed a crit, but whatever. I think the Hound probably would have finished it. So now this group can't deal damage to me. It's beyond question whether I'm going to finish it. Oh, and he skulled. So, ha. Alright. I think we need Linus down in the west to liberate one of these cities. So we'll get her moving after this. I kind of want to try to get close to wrapping up if possible. I don't want to spend a lot of time doing cleanup. Oh no, my back line. Yum, 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 yum. 42 experience, so about 21 each. If you're getting 20 plus experience for kills, it's probably going to push your alignment up. More than likely. Gunther with his 5 healing items. Oh, crud. 2 priests. You suck. And 2 cataphracts. So it's like a wall. That enemy unit is just a big fat wall. So which city is it? That's the city that Linus needs to take. Perfect. It's just what I was hoping for. Woody, go ahead and go north. Leia, we'll send her down here. Just to refresh my memory, that's high. Is that high mid? Yeah. We'll send Woody west. Because he'll need to be able to liberate that city. And you know what? Don't sit here. Let's send anybody that's full. Let's send them to Poke. Poke. Go. Aisha, who I don't really plan to level this time. I just enjoyed having Vad and Aisha out. We'll send them along the south way. Mostly to see if there's treasure. Also to scout. Okay, this guy's coming back. Redcliffe, did you take damage? Some. Not enough for me to really be worried about it. Okay. So this guy, I think he triggered, didn't he? He's coming off of the city. Let's all move forward. Up, here comes another guy. So it looks like whatever I did, it may be my units. I don't know what I did, actually. I just don't know what I did. I set some kind of trigger that sent all of the remaining units to come towards me. So, okay. Whatever that was, fine. Let's see if the brick wall can... Shirley, head west, please. This way. Isom. See if the brick wall unit here. can deal with my undead sustain. We'll see whose sustain is more effective. If I hit leader, probably I can't kill him. We'll hit attack weakest and just see what happens. You know what? Forget it. If they're all gonna target him, I'm gonna plasma ball him too. And then, oh, you foolish priest, burning all your heals when you're about to really need them. So here's the decision. Oh, can I get him? If I stay, he'll get healed for quite a bit. So I don't stay. I effectively just canceled half of his heals. And I got almost all of my attacks off. I missed a plasma ball. The effect is that it just canceled one of his healing items. He's only got a limited number. Those are all one-offs. Attack weakest should have all of my physical attacks hit the leader. Hopefully it means the witch will stun one of their priests. Not quite sure what she's going to do. Okay. It would be nice if hitting a paralyzed unit gave you a chance to crit or something, but I can see why that's not necessarily their highest priority. So while I am vastly outdealing their damage, their sustain's going to kick my butt. Rudcliffe's group can't handle this. He simply can't. Every bit of his damage will get wiped. So having him fight her at all is probably a loss for me. Like, I get an experience point. That's what I get. So we'll have Rudcliffe go back to heal. And we'll have Katreya go back to heal. Because all they're going to do is give that unit's priests a chance to pop heals on their people. Alright. This was a ton of witches, right? What can I do to focus more attacks on their leader? I'll have to redo my formation. That's the main thing. Actually, they're not going to be able to stop very much of what I've got. Oh, yeah. No more splash healing. Oh, you suck. They did a combo heal. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. However, with things as they are right now, guess what? I'm going to be attacking them from behind. So their healing is largely mitigated. Largely. You suck, priests. Yeah, playing against heavy sustain is quite frustrating. It's like playing against witches that dodge tank and stun. So let's get both of them moving forward. That's where Katreya's going to go. Hopefully Rudcliffe can do the cleanup on that. And make sure she's headed to the city. Okay. Whatever. Y'all fight. Actually, I don't want her to do the fighting, so she can go home. Asnabel. I'm going to try to force... Oh, crap. I'm going to try to force most of the experience onto Asnabel for the rest of the fight. Yeah. Did they get it? They got it. So they've got... Okay, so all three of their witches do paralyze. None of them do poison. If they were all doing poison, I'd still get all my attacks off. They'd just be a bit weaker. Yeah, I'll have to change my formation. That'll preserve all of my frontline attacks and one of my pumpkin attacks. That'll be more than enough to win. Here we go. Here's how we do that. Put this pumpkin in the back. Move him over. Yeah, that's fine. No. We'll switch that. Switch that. Switch it. That way I'm biasing my damage towards their leader. Let's see. Woody. Woody, are you at full health? Another Eatable. Okay. Okay. Woody's at full health. If he needs to be over there, he can be over there. Oh, I said I was going to bias experience towards Aznabel. I really want Rebecca to tier up also. I really want both of these units to tier up. Because Black Knights, pretty awesome. Thunder Dragons tearing up, pretty awesome. I'm a little torn. I don't know. I'll just do whatever's easiest. Maybe I'll do both of them. I don't know. So unless he dodges, this leader should be dead. And I guess I just let Aznabel chase because he's not in any danger. Good. Good, 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 good. Should be able to push their alignment down at least another couple of times. Linus, liberated. So let's see what they're saying. That was the Witch's Den too. So, okay. The Azur Plains are huge, huh? This is like the smallest map since the first low. Mother Earth blesses us, but this open area is just asking to be invaded. That's how Lotus came to rule over us. Redcliffe. I want someone to take this skull before it gets all the way around here. Oh, the boss is a Knight Templar too, by the way. Robert. Okay. Very, 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 very solid unit. I can hit the leader, but only with frontline attacks. And the rest of the guys in his group are more than capable of dishing out damage. They also have paladins, which means Linus's use is going to be really restricted. Yeah, that's not so good. That's not so good. I think Shirley is still high alignment, right? Yeah. So she can take that southern city. She can liberate that. Quit Gate. And this city is mid-high. So that's for Woody. So we'll send Woody over. We'll let Rebecca deal with the... This is a side attack. You guys suck. You still suck. You all suck. Stun. Oh, crap. I really wish I had gotten a stun there, but oh well. So in the previous Ogre battle game, Undead were both much stronger and also much weaker. They were much stronger because ghosts in the back, instead of doing a sleep ability, they did a pretty decently damaging spell. However, they were weaker because clerics, you could put your clerics in the front row, and I think you had to set strategy to attack weakest or something, and they would do a spell that just, it didn't even assign damage, it just killed the undead. They just had a direct turn undead ability, which was pretty impressive. That line of retreat, man. Like, what? Alright, Woody, go liberate that western city. And Rebecca, deal with our visitor. There we go. Alright. Once he's topped off, Redcliffe will deal with this skull here. He'll deal with the skull. Oh, I forgot this guy was, like, untouched. Also, that's a cool hammer, or whatever that is he has. Yeah, weakest. That's fine. Well, if the leader's the weakest, let's get him. Let's do it on purpose if we're going to do it. Okay. This damage is something I can take for 2 or 3 fights. So that's fine. However, ha, yummy. Oh, you fools. Yeah, they can't handle it. They can't handle what I'm dishing out. 18 experience, so another level or so, they should be able to tank their alignment. I don't know where this guy's going. If he runs off and captures cities or something, I'll be so pissed. I'll be supremely pissed. I wonder what the outcome will be. There's one unit that I really, really wish could do a combo attack that can't. And that's Pumpkinheads. If Pumpkinheads could do like a combo pumpkin shower, it would be awful. So surely liberated. That's good. The only question here is going to be our sustain. They're not doing a ton of damage. They're only going to get 4 attacks per fight. But it's going to add up. They've got more total health than I do. I'm doing a lot more damage. So it'll be closer. Closer. One of the dragons dropped some alignment there. That's a good sign. Asnabel again. It's not really a big deal, but I kind of wish I could assign a unit to attack an enemy unit by locking onto the unit and then move to a stronghold so they would go finish a unit and then go back to heal. That'd be nice. Or even have them just go fight them once and then go back. That would be really useful. Really useful. But again, I don't get too cranky when I'm playing console games from the 90s. I don't get too cranky about them not having enough features. Alright, Shirley. This is the second to last town. You'll soon reach Castle Talpa. You're going to fight Prince Yumel. Can't you settle this matter peacefully? No, we're at war. You settle things peacefully once you get to the point in a war where someone's no longer able to continue the war. That's as peaceful as it gets. Once a war starts, somebody's forcing somebody into it. Good, 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 good. That chicken man is not going to be fighting the wrong person. Alright, Woody. Oh, let's, I feel pretty good about going and sending all of these people over. Not quite sure why I didn't already. And this guy's about ready. Let's send Redcliffe after him. Just have to be careful that he doesn't end up on top of my city. Alright, this fight's going to determine whether or not we can just continue on and finish them or have to back first. Ah, exactly enough damage. Exactly enough. So, should be able to eat that other chicken man. Yep. Going forward, they'll have 2 strikes against me. It's not really enough. Not really enough. So, the Dragon Tamer, ow. The Dragon Tamer's damage actually helped accumulate a noticeable advantage there. So some alignment balancing. So that means getting somewhere. Some of them are going up, some of them are going down. The way that chicken man spins around every time really irritates me. Because sometimes it's terrifying. Sometimes it's terrifying to have a unit spin around and face you with a formation you were not expecting. Okay, go north. And what are you liberated? Good. Just to satisfy my deep and abiding paranoia, I'm going to have Linus head to that stronghold to keep it safe. Just to keep it safe while Redcliffe is finishing off this group. Oh, they turned their formation. It depends on if the priests wake up on their own. There's what? Paralyze it? Good. That way they don't get any healing out of this fight. Doesn't matter. You don't get to heal. It's too late. It's much too late. The only downside to this is when I fight them now, they'll be facing away. I can't apply damage to the same people. But again, that's not too much of a downside because they will be fairly fatigued. And I'll be hitting softer targets. We'll go ahead and send Katrina down. Go ahead and send Katrina down because nobody's coming back that way. Oh, I gotta check that last town, right? Gotta have Woody check that last town. I would send Linus forward as well, but she's just not gonna be present in the final fight. I'm not gonna risk my leveled up undead to a crit from a paladin sword. So how are we gonna do? Are we gonna be able to sustain? Looks like it. Looks like it. Looks like not sustain, but we're gonna be able to endure their damage. 2 blocks. 2 blocks. Very good. Yeah, that priest will definitely die next fight if I fight them. Ah! 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 He's a Cerberus. He's a Cerberus. I was going to say if I fight him from the same angle. Oh, they've got healing items. Well, yeah. Screw you guys. Yeah, okay. There's still a chance that the left priest dies. 2 hits, they need to average 34. I think the Cerberus can do that. He just has to connect. And a crit will seal it. 36. Yep. Yep. He just has to connect. Oh. Interesting. Okay. So there goes one of their heals. I've barely taken any damage. Barely any. Cataphracts get 2 attacks in the back rank, which is kind of unique for physical attackers, but they get a bit of a damage penalty. It's not as good as a frontline attack or a mid-rank attack. And obviously their whole job is to tank, which you cannot do in the back rank. So, whatever. I should probably switch my formation. Yeah. Switch my formation so that the Cerberus is applying his damage to the priest. I think he'll do better damage than the Phalanx and the Beastmaster together. So let's do it. And as soon as I switch it, they'll like spin or something, and I'll end up facing a completely different formation after all. Okay, there we go. Very good. Very good. If nothing else, that made it worth it. Finishing off the priest right at the beginning. Never got a chance to do its ability. So the witch is actually doing some good here. She's canceling one of the attacks off of the guy. I did a field pause because I'm going to move the witch. I'm going to stick her in the middle back. That does expose her to attacks. They may all decide to hit her from now on. That's fine. She's got more health than the frontliners do. And she's got good evasion. It's not permanent. But mostly it's so that she has access to putting her spells on both of them. So she might be able to cancel even 2 attacks off of one of those guys and 1 off of the other. And that'll give me, wow, much more ability to deal with their damage. Okay, so they do target her. However, I think that guy's probably dead anyway. Yeah. 11? Okay. Well, that canceled his last attack. Yeah, she blocked his last attack anyway. Ah, fantastic. My little doggy dude became a Cerberus. Now that actually gives this group some interesting flexibility. Because they have a cool spell attack in the back rank. There will be cases where that'll be really good. Alright, we'll send them... Make sure they go the right way. Over here. Alright, we're going to set up our Doom Train. And, you know what happens with the Doom Train. Woody? Visit? Since we're close to Lotus, you may see their soldiers, but there are more than usual. Was there a war or something? Am I safe here? What day is it? Today's Tuesday, right? Tuesday. I guess there could be a bizarre situation where the boss came off of the city and started capturing other cities. So I'll send Linus over here to keep an eye on him. But I need help. I need help. Okay, this is definitely the biggest, fattest Doom Train that I have ever sent against a boss in this playthrough. I've got Linus parked back on the headquarters. I was going to switch Dio back in. Don't want to wait for him. If this is not enough, Dio's not going to be the one that made the difference. We're in luck. I didn't expect to find them here. Maybe it's not that bad of an idea to be up front. Well, why don't we take care of them before everybody shows up? Uh-oh. So there's more of you coming, you say. Isom is in a pretty good position to deal with this because he has 8 magic sword attacks to focus on the leader. And apparently that's just what the doctor ordered because it's working. And they don't have any clerics or anything. I think they had some heal items, but don't matter now. Enjoy your victory while you can, heretics. When the main force arrives, that'll be the end of the revolutionary army. Just like every other villain, I die spouting off some bad attitude and nonsense. Hey, Knight Templar. That's a cool ice sword you have there. The Revolutionary Army just straight up murder hobos everybody they meet. Just straight up. So there's no post-battle drama scenes for me to voice. So let's go ahead and here's what I do after I beat a level. I go back in. I talk to Hugo, and he tells me what kinds of creatures you can get out of that area. Mature dragons, masterless golems. These golems are different from normal golems. They seem to be made of stone, unlike the stone of regular golems. Okay, we cleared the Azur Plains pretty quick too. I'm gonna try to do these maps a little faster. Last time it took like 2.5 hours, and then I had to edit the video, which took more than 2.5 hours to do. That was so painful. So I'm gonna try to clear these a little quicker, just for my sanity's sake, if nothing else. So anyway, I had fun. Hope you did too. See you next time.